Peace everybody, Carol here, and I'm here today to talk about Zenni optical glasses and how you can use the benefits of the low cost of Zenni optical to make your eyes more healthy. And I am very sensitive to light, and I'm also a research scientist, and so I've actually been involved professionally in the field of light therapy and light for healing for the last, I would say, 4 years. And I'm preparing a video for you guys that's a little bit more technical, that'll go through what light is, start from the very beginning, the history of light therapy. I'm going to actually be fairly brief, but I'm going to give a lot of references. And I'm going to talk about what kind of light is good for your eyes, what kind of light is bad for your eyes and for your skin and for healing, and why computers can actually cause you to get macular degeneration. But nowadays we know this, and so we can help ourselves by wearing the new trend. You've heard of blue blockers. Blue blockers are not blue glasses, as some people might think upon first. These actually let blue light in, and as proof, when you look through them, you see blue. So these are the opposite of blue blockers, even though they're cute. Blue blockers on Zenni optical are, actually I'm wearing them. Yeah, I wanted to wear my green glasses with my green. So I'm wearing my blue blockers, and I'm going to show you up close. There's a slight yellow tint to these, and it might be a little bit hard to see. So here's some white, and you might be able to see the yellow tint on this. It's very slight, but when you go outside, I haven't taken these outside yet. I just got them, but I was told that they look a little bit more yellow when you're outdoors. Yeah, I can see it. You can sort of see the slight yellow tint. But what it does is it cuts out the most aggressive high energy rays in the color spectrum, which would be in the blue end, and it cuts those out. I don't know, they don't provide a spectrum, and that's the problem, but you can be sure that they probably cut out at least a third of the blue, if not half. You can still see, you don't really notice, that it's cutting out the blue. That's a sign that it's not cutting all the blue out. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, because there's two things that you want to think about when you want to protect your eyes from blue light. One is the blue light that you see on your computer, while you still want to be able to see the colors and watch videos. So this will give you a slight reduction in the blue light on your computer screen to protect you from too much blue light. Now there's more to it than just getting too much blue light. Computer screens have another problem, and that is that they don't provide infrared rays. And when you go out in the sun, you get a lot of infrared and blue, and they act to balance each other. The blue does the damage, but the infrared does the healing. And so you need them together. Without the infrared that you get in the outdoor lights, the blue light does its damage and nothing gets healed. And so it just keeps creating all these free radicals. But that will be for another video, and I'll discuss that later. Today, we're just going to look at the Zenni opticals, and I think it costs about $40 extra to get the blue blocker, but you can go to Zenni Optical, ZenniOptical.com, Zenni Optical, and the glasses start at about $7 plus about $10 shipping. So let me start with a basic pair here. My readers don't have anything special. They're just for working on the computer, and they take my normal bifocals or progressives and take away all that specialty. And like bifocals cost another $50 to $60, but to save money, I like to get these because they're just the bifocal. And I got my eye doctor to just give me my close reading computer glasses, and they're just plain glasses, and they were I think the frame was $6.95, and then I paid $10 shipping, and another maybe $5 for the anti-glare. I always get the anti-glare, because if you don't, you'll see all sorts of things reflected in the back of your glasses, like people behind you, and then also everybody else will see windows reflected in your glasses. Okay, so these are the basic glasses. Now, so we're starting with these, and then these are the same prescription for close-up, but with the blue blockers. And we already looked at how yellow they are, just a little bit. Okay, now, so these frames might have been $30, and then the blue blockers another $50. So it starts to add up. Now these are kind of old. But I had gotten these thinking that, oh, you know, I read up on Erlen light sensitivity, and I thought blue would help me because it does help a lot of people. But I don't particularly think it helps me with any Erlen sensitivities. And Erlen is spelled I-R-L-E-N if you're interested in that. A lot of highly sensitive people, which would Aspies or Aspergers would be in that group, and autism in general. But even if you're not autistic in any way, shape, or form, a lot of neurotypical people have highly sensitive eyes. And in fact, the general population has an inherent light sensitivity to LEDs, fluorescents, and computers. You may not even know it's doing damage, but it is. But these will not provide any protection for that. Not sure why I'm showing you this. Oh, I know why, because these are 10% blue, and I just wanted to, just to be complete, just to give you a look of how that 10% blue looks. Quite dark. Okay, I got a 50% blue by accident to start, and they were so dark that I went and got these. Okay, so, but I don't wear these anymore. Now, the next ones on my list are, oh, well, I'll just show you these for fun. These are kind of really old, my favorite glasses, because they have a narrow bridge and they're plastic, and they're very lightweight, and they're kind of hip because they're cat eye. They don't make them anymore, and they're the highest rated glasses I've ever seen, and they're the only plastic glasses with a small bridge. So I'm being real careful with these because they're my favorites. Now on to the eye protection. Before I got my blue blockers, I was trying to save money, so I got some readers with 10% amber. Okay, and these I don't really like the frame. They kind of make me look mean, but the 10% amber is useful because it does cut out some of the blue. I would say it's better in terms of relaxing my eyes while I'm on the computer, better than the blue blockers. And yet these might have cost 40 extra, and these only cost like 10 extra for the 10. It's 5 or 10, I can't remember. So, but you can see the color. You can see that that's clearly tinted. The advantage to this for me is if I'm not wearing eye makeup and I want to, you know, go out and do a quick errand, just for what it's worth, I kind of feel like this gives me a little bit of shading on my eyes. I have very large eyelids, and if I don't wear a little bit of brown shadow on my lids, they look a bit frog-like, and you know. Okay, so these are the 10% amber, and they really help. And then my new favorites, but yet at the same time ugliest glasses, are the 50% amber tinted glasses. And these were, the frames always run out when you find a good frame. The reason I had gotten this frame that you just saw was because it was the smallest plastic frame. That's the most lightweight. So, you know, and I'm wearing it all day on the computer. I wanted plastic because this is a diversion, but if you get metal glasses like these, metal is an antenna. And so any electromagnetic fields around you, whether it's from the microwaves that your computer is picking up, you know, for internet, or, you know, any transformers around you, this will interact with that and form a field around your head. So I don't particularly want metal, but I wanted lightweight. Okay, so point being is, these glasses, when I'm working on the computer, I already have a computer monitor that is zero flicker, and it's called, what is the brand? BenQ, B-E-N-Q. And you have to make sure you get the right BenQ model. It's a bit tricky, but it's the one that's zero flicker, and then you can adjust it for low blue light. But it still only cuts out about 50% of the blue, because you don't want to watch a video with no blue because you won't be able to see it properly. It'll be too orange. But this cuts out even more of the blue, and I find that I can work twice as long with these on. The monitor itself was a huge improvement, and it prevented sharp eye pains in my eye from being on the computer too long. These add even more hours that I can work. So I try to remember to take them off. I accidentally wore them to my dad's surprise birthday party a couple nights ago, and it's funny, several people said, "Oh, I like your glasses, you look so hip," and I'm like, I don't particularly like these orange glasses on me, but I was happy that they complimented me, but it's not something I would normally choose for myself. Still, they're my favorite glasses for the computer. And I like them 1,000 times better than the blue blockers, because the blue blockers, I don't notice any improvement with those. Now, not that they're not working, I just don't physically feel it. I should have said this at the very beginning, but I'm the most sensitive person in the whole planet in terms of my eye sensitivity, my ear sensitivity. I mean, I will have a contest and I would win. I just bet you that. Now, these are some glasses that I never really wore because they were so ugly, but I had ordered them to try to be lightweight sunglasses that were the 90% amber. And the first time I wore them, my super stylish, fashion-minded sister, whom I practically worship because she has such good taste, she said, "Gee, your glasses look quite thick," you know, and it was clearly a hint that I shouldn't be wearing them. So I feel quite self-conscious. So I don't really wear these. But point being is, this is 90% tint and pretty dark, you know. And I mean, they don't look that bad, but from the side in person, they're super thick. I must not have gotten the high index because these are just super thick. I mean, they look like, you know, complete geek, you know, like, wow. So this is probably the low index that doesn't cost any extra, okay? Whereas you compare, if you pay another 100, the same prescription here, can you see how thin that is on the side? Oh my goodness. That is just like much thinner. Oh, I'll go ahead and model these. These are just plain readers for my computer. Okay. La 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 la. They're a bit wide for me. I hardly ever wear these. I just feel like they oversize my face. Whatever. See how they stick out like that? But these are just plain. But they're so lightweight. So if you have a wider face, these are so cute. Just wish they fit my face. Okay. Now, just if you do get these, they're under the lightweight plastic ones on Zenni. And they're kind of creaky, you know? But they're pretty, I think they're pretty sturdy. If they break, they're probably going to break at the nose piece. So I try to make sure I don't bend the nose piece. And these hinges are real hard to bend. Strange. Anyway, next glasses. So I talked about the 10% zennis, the 50% zennis. I mean, they're all zennis. The 10% amber, the 50% amber, and the 90% amber. Can you see the difference? Yeah, I don't have, okay, let's see if I can hold these with one hand. Hope I don't drop it. And then put white behind it. There we go. See the different tints? All right. Okay, so we've covered those. And since we're talking about protecting our eyes from blue light, there's another aspect of blue light, not so much in the context of damaging our eyes, but when we go to sleep at night, the normal way that humans evolved was for the sun to set and for the light to turn red and then for it to be completely dark. And that allows the body to make melatonin. Not only does melatonin help you have a deep sleep filled with dreams and all the things that your mind needs to be healthy, and also you're having a good day the next day because you've downloaded all the junk or put it in your pensive or whatever for you Harry Potter fans. So sleep is good for that. But also something else that melatonin does is, I won't go into the details, but the bottom line, and this is what I remember, is it prevents all diseases because it helps your body to rejuvenate. It lowers your metabolism so that all your energy reserves can go into cellular repair, and that's paramount. We have to do that, and nighttime is when that happens. And have you ever noticed when you don't get a good sleep, you feel terrible the next day? It's because your body, not only did it not store all the unneeded information into your pensive, but it also didn't repair your cells. So your cells are all filled with toxins, because it didn't get the toxins out and have your DNA produce more proteins that got broken, and you want to replace the proteins. So you might be lacking in needed hormones, and your muscles are still broken and haven't been repaired. Now, so what you can do, let's cut to the chase here. What you can do a couple hours before bedtime when you still, like say you have a family and everybody wants to use their lights, but you don't want to have any blue light. Oh, I forgot to say. So melatonin is what we need at night. But guess what? When you flip on the light switch and there's blue in the spectrum, which is just a normal light, you will get blue light going into your eyes. And guess what blue does? Guess what your body does when it sees blue light going through the retina? It says, up, take all that melatonin away. And so no more melatonin is formed, and I think the melatonin that is there goes away. And so all of a sudden you're just in wake state. And how do you get rid of that blue light when there's blue light around in these high-tech days? You spend $30 on a orange filter. It's from this company called lowbluelights.com, and they make this special orange filter that filters out like 99.9% of all the blue rays. And the blue rays, which cause your melatonin to go away, are now filtered from your eye. And that's the signal pathway through your eye in which blue light tells melatonin to stop. So as alien-like as these look, they keep the blue light out of your eyes. So if you can keep these on for 2 hours before bed, or even 30 minutes before bed, just as much time as you can give, up to about 2 hours, so that your body thinks, oh, there's no blue light, let's start making melatonin, it must be nighttime. It makes the melatonin, then you go to bed, turn all your lights off, and then you take your glasses off. And if you have to have a night light, make it be red or amber, because red and amber lights do not activate serotonin, which is the antagonist to melatonin. And so red and amber lights will allow your melatonin to stay at high concentration levels in your blood, which is what you need for zero disease, cellular repair, and good sleep. Now, this is another brand by Low Blue Lights. These were $50, and I had gotten these for my dad for his birthday present because he was complaining about not being able to sleep. And duh, he sits in front of the TV until like 4 a.m. So duh, of course he's not going to sleep because the TV has tons of blue light shooting into his eyes. And I explained all this to him, and he says, okay, I'll try those. And he puts them on, and he goes, these are weird, I don't like them. So, you know, it's like, what are your priorities? My priorities are that I'm still young and I want to live at least another, million years. So I want to keep my eyes good. So I want to be able to protect my eyes from blue light during the day with these amber shades, and then not these amber shades, these amber shades whenever I'm using the computer. And then at night I want to wear these to keep my melatonin levels high. And even when I knew that melatonin was necessary, there were always times when I had to turn the light on, like to go to the restroom or whatever, or to go into the garage and turn off my Wi-Fi box so that when I go to sleep I don't have radio waves going through my body. That's another story. But and I had to turn on some sort of light in order to see where I was going. So now that I have these, I'm so much better sleeping, okay? And when if I have to get up in the middle of the night to go pee or whatever, and I put these on, these are a lot easier to just put on real quick than these others, because what these are my old zenni glasses that I hate the frame because they're just not flattering. It's just a mistake. And then I just stick these on top. It's a little clip-on thing that was $30, and then so this gives me blue blocker number 1, and then these are my blue blocker number 2s. Now these are prescription because they're on my prescription glasses, so these are my prescription blue blockers. And then these are non-prescription. These are supposed to fit over glasses. I've never tried it. Let's do that. Let's look at that. Well, I'll just use these blue glasses. Okay, so blue glasses. So now I'm going to put these and see. See, you're supposed to be able to wear them over glasses, which you can, but they sit a little further away from your face. But, so, you could have these be prescription, but they're sort of, weird looking. Well, they're all weird looking. But in the middle of the night, I have this by my bedside, and if I have to go to the restroom, ta-da! See? Because I drink a lot of water. So, there's always going to be, it's usually 3 a.m., And then I get back in bed, and I hardly even remember that I got up because I go right back to sleep. So, just like magic. So, guys, I hope you're benefiting from this. And then these are regular old Walmart goggles, you know, that you put over your prescription glasses. And the reason that, as ugly as these are, the reason that they're really useful for me is because I have a pair in my glove compartment in my car, so that if I'm have suddenly forget, and I have a passenger in my car and my purse isn't right there, and oh my God, I get in the car and there's huge sun and I can't get to my purse with all my glasses, because I have a really cool pair of sunglasses that I want to show you. Oh, I wish I had it here. Yeah, I think I'll get up and get them, and then I'll edit it out and I'll show you my sunglasses with their amber, 90% amber with the blue reflection. But anyway, if I don't have those with me, which they're awesome by the way, then I can just put these over whatever I'm wearing because they're so huge, and then I don't get blinded by the sun, and then I can drive and be safe and all that. And then as soon as I can, I switch them out with my cuter glasses, and I hope that no cute husbands, I have one, I hope he doesn't see me wearing these. All right, now I'm going to get my 90% amber glasses with blue reflection, and I really want you to see those. Okay, so I'll be right back. So I want you to take 5 deep breaths and be grateful that you're alive, and take deep breaths. Be grateful that you're alive, okay? I took deep breaths too. All right, so these are my Zenni sunglasses. And they're so flat, aren't they? But whatever. There they are. So that's the 90% amber color. Okay, so it's just very relaxing. It blocks out, like, probably, I'm guessing, 70% of the blue at least. Maybe 80. I don't wear these on the computer. I wear them driving. And then this means that the policeman can't see who you're looking at, or nobody can see what you're looking at. Because actually they can. If the sun's shining right on you, see, it's only non-transparent in one angle, but then when you tilt it that way or this way, people can see. Okay, but anyway, there they are. And even though, like, they're not as cute as some sunglasses, they work for me because they have a very narrow bridge. Not as narrow as I wanted, but they stay up. And yeah, so I really love these sunglasses, mainly because when I look out of them and I see amber, I just relax. Something about taking that blue light out relaxes me. And I'll add one more tidbit of healthy information for your eyes. When you walk into Walmart or Walgreens or Target, especially Walmart, Walgreens, or any of these cheaper stores where the fluorescents are low, so you're really close to the fluorescents, what you'll find when you watch my upcoming light therapy and light health videos, I'll explain in more detail. Those have harmful blue light at very high levels, and then they don't have the counteractive healing infrared rays that you need. So not only that, okay, so that's one strike against it. So you walk in there and your body and your eyes know that you're in this fake place. And if you're sensitive like me, you just immediately feel icky. Now, another thing that these stores have, whether it's LEDs or fluorescents, is they flicker. And that flicker, you know how when someone puts a flashlight in your eye, your pupils shrink? Well, that's what happens when lights flicker. And they've actually measured the human eye looking at a flickering fluorescent and or a flickering LED. And what they find is that pupil is going like this, like 150 or 250 times per second, trying to adjust when the light, you know, like with the fluorescent, the light kind of goes on softly and goes off softly. And so the pupil's opening and dilation follows that. It doesn't go all the way big, but just kind of vibrates, like big, little, because it senses the light coming in and then the light going away. The LEDs have more of a square wave, and that makes the eye pupil, like that muscle going in and out. Well, wouldn't you feel tired if you had to, like, vibrate your shoulders up and down as fast as you could for a long, long time? Well, that's what's happening to your pupils. And that is, I hypothesize, why I always get a headache when I walk into Walmart. I often get nauseated, headache, and kind of in a bad mood, like someone's holding a gun to my head, you know, sort of like that anxious feeling. And now I know what it is. It's not me, it's Walmart. It's their lighting. So there's a lot of really smart people in the world, like Dr. Wunsch, who teach about this, and I'm going to get on the bandwagon and start teaching about it too. And so stay tuned for my next video, and I'm hoping to get that up in a week. I've been preparing for 2 or 3 weeks on this, collecting notes. I really want it to be good. I don't want to leave anything out, and I might actually repeat some of these glasses in the video just to make a point, especially the orange ones, to explain. I'll probably talk about the orange and the amber in that video as well, but I'm going to tie it in with more of the technical details. Well, I'm sitting in front of the window here, and it's going to be a sunny day, and that sunlight is quite bright on my eyes. Where did I put my glasses? Oh yeah, here they are. So I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. Have a really great sunny day, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe and leave comments, questions. I'll be happy to answer them. My new passion is light therapy, and I really want to help you and your friends and my loved ones protect their eyes from damage. One of the reasons I have such a passion is because I have eye damage from stress and overuse of computers, my left eye. So I don't want that to happen to you, and so I'm going to try to help you not have that happen to you. Okay, peace. I love you guys. Bye.